Hello everyone. So today we will be trying to review and study the November 2021 paper of Management Code 17 and try to find some answers, see some reasoning. Our approach is gonna be like this. We won't study just for the answers. We'll try to study some theory behind the answers. We will explore all the options that are available. What does each option mean? How does it relate to the question? And in doing so, we will prepare a question bank of such type. And we will try to categorize the questions just to see what type of questions are asked from uh, which modules, and also to find out the source of the questions if possible. So yeah. We will host this stream for approximately 2 hours. We'll see the tags later. 1B. Which one of the following information? And yeah, we'll make use of ChatGPT's free feature to find the answers. So we cannot ask it, so we'll search it ourselves. Which one of the following information type is not included in skill inventory? Employees' personal data, organization's training schedule, employees' potential, salary, and job history. One thing we can understand that as it is an HRM question, it relates to the employee skill or database they want to make of the user's skill. So yeah, the organization's data will not be included, but the employees data will certainly be gathered. So yeah, it seems like our aim is to develop the aptitude to find the right answers for this type of entrance exam, as the portion can be exhaustive, very exhaustive. So Yeah. For links, we'll let it be if it makes sense question. And this also later we'll fill using um, advanced ChatGPT paid subscription. So for now, we'll hide it. We'll go to next question. Which one of the following approaches stresses that there are no universal rules for managers in order to perform the job? Okay. Which of the following approaches stresses that there are no universal rules for managers to perform? The job. So we'll copy this. Which of the following approaches stresses that there are no universal rules for managers to follow in order to perform their rules? Okay, we'll see. We'll try to understand. There are four options: contingency, system, mathematical, empirical. System means there will be a system device to follow, mathematical a set of steps to follow, if else this that. Empirical as well as reduction to the base core principles. The answer will be something structural, whether it is empirical, mathematical and system. Contingency means let us see. A future event or circumstance which is possible but cannot be predicted with certainty. So if it cannot be predicted and it can happen, then it follows that it would align more with the idea of there are no universal rules for managers to follow. And let us see the answers. Contingency approach. There are no universal rules for managers to follow in all situations. Instead, the approach stresses that managerial decisions should depend on the specific circumstances or context of the situation. The contingency approach is based on the idea that different solutions require different approaches. The effectiveness of a management strategy depends on the variables such as organization structure, individual team need. Managers must be flexible and adapt their decision to the unique conditions they face. System B. An organization is viewed as a system of interrelated parts that must work together effectively to achieve organizational goal. The system approach looks at the organization as a whole, with each function or team being interconnected and interdependent. Managers should understand how changes in one part of the system can affect the whole organization. This approach emphasizes holistic thinking and the need to optimize the functioning of the entire organization rather than focusing on individual parts in isolation. Mathematical uses mathematical model and quantitative techniques to solve management problems and improve decision making. The mathematical or quantitative approach focuses on using data, statistical analysis, mathematical models to make decisions. This approach is often applied in areas like operation management, scheduling, inventory control, and decision analysis. It assumes that managers can use mathematical tools to predict outcomes and optimize operations, thus improving efficiency and effectiveness. And the final empirical approach. Based on the experience and observation of managers and practitioners, the empirical approach emphasizes learning from experiences, case studies, and practical observations. It stresses the importance of real world examples and empirical data. In shaping management practices, managers rely on their own experience and the experience of others in similar situations to guide their decision rather than relying solely on theory or abstract approach. Yeah, this seems good. We'll copy this. Yeah, makes sense. So from next question, let us see. Yeah, everything is going good. Mic test 1 2 3. Mic test 1 2 3. Okay. Load is also good. Frames are also good. Let's go to question 3. The best level of output for perfectly competitive form. Okay. P is less than AVC. P is greater than AVC. P is equal to AVCP. Okay. And for this whole column, the best level of output for a perfectly competitive firm in short run is a point where P is equal to MR is equal to MC, provided that. Let us ask ChatGPT. P is price, MR is marginal revenue, MC is marginal cost. However, for the firm to continue producing in the short run, the price must be at least equal to the average variable cost. P is price, marginal revenue, marginal cost, and average variable cost. P is equal to MR is equal to MC. This condition ensures that the firm is maximizing its profit, minimizing its loss, because the marginal cost of producing an additional unit is equal to the marginal revenue gained from selling it. In the short run, a firm will only continue operating if the price is greater than or equal to the average variable cost. Price would not cover its variable cost and would choose to shut down in the short run. Explain me the whole concept. I know nothing about this. We'll cover topics like perfect competition, marginal revenue. We know marginal revenue and marginal cost average conditions for perfect competition. There are several key assumptions about the market. Many buyers and sellers. There are many firms selling the same product. Identical products. All firms produce a product that is identical to the competitors. Free entry firms can easily enter or leave the market. Perfect competition, perfect information. Both buyers and sellers knowledge about prices and products. Price taker. Each firm is perfect in competition. Is a firm in perfect competition is a price taker, meaning they cannot influence the market price. The price is determined by overall supply and demand in the market. Okay, apart from this, okay, let's study this first. Perfect competition, we know the meaning. Price, we know this is the amount at which firm sells its product. Since a firm is perfect competition cannot control the price, it must accept the market price. Okay. Marginal revenue, this is additional revenue the firm earns from selling one more unit of output. In perfect competition, marginal revenue is equal to price because every additional unit sold brings in exactly the price at which it was sold. Selling one more unit of output. Marginal revenue, additional revenue the firm earns from selling one more unit of output. So is P is equal to price because every additional output sold brings in exactly the price of which it was. Marginal cost MC, this is the additional cost of producing one more unit of output. Firms will continue to produce. 1 minute. So yes, we are back. Let us see. Yeah, mic test 1 2 3. Okay. Price is the amount at which firm sells its product first. Yeah. Marginal revenue. This is the additional revenue the firm earns from selling one more unit. Additional revenue. It is equal to P because yes, you cannot make additional revenue. It is perfect competition. The whole market knows the price. Every competitor is selling at the same price. Marginal cost is the additional cost of producing one more unit of output. Firms will continue to produce as long as the cost of producing an additional unit is less than or equal to the revenue they receive from selling it. So even if you produce one more, its cost should be less than or equal to the price. If it increases, it doesn't make sense to sell. Average variable cost. Average variable cost. These are the costs that change with the level of output. This is the variable cost per unit of variable cost per unit of output. Average variable cost. It is calculated by dividing total variable cost by the quantity. Yes. It's fixed cost that they cannot charge. In the short run, firms have fixed cost they cannot change, but a variable. The short run decision rule. The key idea in a short run for perfectly competitive market is that the firm will produce output where price is equal to marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. And no additional value is gained. It is sold at the same price and no additional cost is incurred. The price is greater than or equal to average variable cost. P is equal to M to maximize profit. Firms will produce where marginal to maximize profit. I mean, firms will produce where marginal cost equals marginal revenue. If the price is greater than or equal to the average variable cost, the firm can cover its variable cost and still contribute towards its fixed. The short run, the firm may still operate even if it is making a loss as long as it can cover its variable cost and contribute to fixed cost. However, if the price falls below average variable cost, the firm would not be able to cover its variable cost and would shut down to minimize its losses. If P is greater, the firm will shut down because it cannot cover its variable cost. Continuing to produce would lead to greater losses than shutting down entirely. Okay, average variable cost. They are saying price will cover have two components. One is with the variable cost and the fixed cost. So average if the price only is equal to average variable cost, who is covering the fixed cost? No one. It is loss. Okay, if the price cannot even cover average variable cost, who will cover the remaining variable cost and who will cover the fixed cost? No one. Loss. If the price is equal to or greater than, even if you consider this, but even if it is equal to, the issue is this, that I believe the answer should be B, because even if it is equal to average variable cost, then also you cannot cover it. It has to be greater than equal to. It has to contribute. Answer should be greater than ABC, but let's see. Third, what is answer for that? B. Yeah, it is greater than C. ChatGPT is a little wrong here. Technically, both are the correct answer, but this B option is better. Yeah, option B is better because here it equal to, you are not covering fixed collateral. Greater than or equal to, this equal to condition is there, and it signifies that even if you are making 0.1 contribution to fixed cost, then it is allowed, which is technically true, but scenario wise not so good. So it would be this. Series 2. So now we need to write the answer. We'll cover these because these are important. Hmm. Okay, so we have finished. We have half an hour. We have covered three questions, but we totally understand the ideology behind the three questions. Next, go for the fourth one. What is the role of advertisements and selling cost in perfectly competitive market? We just saw the conditions of a perfect market right here. In perfect competition, there are many buyers and sellers. There is free entry and exit. The products are identical and it is perfect information. Both buyers and sellers have complete knowledge about price and products. Each firm in a price competition is a price taker, meaning they cannot influence the market price. The price is determined by overall supply and demand in the market. What is the role of advertisements and selling cost in perfectly competitive market? Information to intimate product service enlargement. The market says no, it cannot be. You don't have that kind of money to enlarge the market size. It is perfect market. Everyone has information. Buyers and sellers both have information about everything. Very essential for the survival of the firm. I don't believe so, because perf if your competitor advertises his products and it is your product is identical with regards to quality, with regard to price, with regards to the output quantity, how many batches you can make, so survival, I don't think so, because you can save on the cost, because this is a very tight situation, competitive market. You can save on the cost without marketing, and you can just sell it saying it has the same features. Influencing buying behavior could be, but yeah, we do see it very essential for the survival of the firm. Like we do see big MNCs promoting their brands, even though it is identically same, but they are building on the brand name to sell it for more value, like Tata Namak, Deshka Namak, and so on. But it just solved perfect competition. I would say information to intimate product service availability. This seems more relevant, that as a manufacturer you would prefer to intimate users about the product availability or service availability. These could be the answers, but I would go with this. It's like Walmart or any other DMart, you can say. You try to intimate the user about the availability of product. Let's see. The answer for fourth is B. Enlarging the market size. Let us see what ChatGPT has to offer on this. And I was totally wrong. It is saying A. In a perfectly competitive market, firms sell identical products. Since products and demand, advertising and selling costs do not play a significant role in influencing demand. Differentiating products or competing on quality. Here's why. Identical products, all perfect substitutes everyone has. Price taker firms in perfect competition cannot set prices. They accept the market price determined by supply and demand. Consumers have complete knowledge of price, product, and it is a perfect competition. Assumes there is perfect information, so there is no need for. Uh, because of this assumption, advertising and selling costs are typically not essential in perfectly competitive market. The role of advertisement is primarily informative. To ensure consumers are aware of the availability of the product at the market price, there is no need for persuasions or creating demand, as the product is identical across all firms. Enlarging the market size in a perfect competition. The market is already large with many buyers and sellers. Advertising to enlarge the market size is unnecessary because firms don't have control over the market size. They are price takers in an already competitive market environment. Advertising and selling costs are not critical for survival in a perfectly competitive market. Firms do not rely on advertising for survival because they can sell at a market price. Their focus is on minimizing cost and maximizing efficiency. Damn. Influencing buyer behavior in perfect competition. Influencing buyer behavior through advertising is not relevant. Because all the products are homogeneous, consumers will choose to products solely on price, not due to advertising or other selling strategies. Thus, advertising and selling in perfectly competitive market mainly serves as an informative role to let consumers know about the product. Yeah, I will go with one, no matter the answer. One looks relevant and correct. Did I mark for 4? Let's see. I marked D that time. Wow. Okay. So this is done. We move on to the next question. It is believed that employees' attitude influences the perception of work, but the employees' experience at work may also modify or shape the attitude. This, I believe, directly socio-interactional approach. It seems like it. Democratic contingency. You don't know what work might come. You are ready to do anything, and based on the situation, whatever work comes in, you have to deal with it. So that does not look like the answer. Democratic approach means people sit, people vote, and work is divided equally, something of that nature. That also doesn't seem like the answer. Uh, because then the employee's experience at work will be good. It won't modify or shape their. Let's see. I believe it is C. Fifth. Yeah, fifth is C. And we'll see why so. MCQ. So to understand better, we have to explore all options. Just go. Contingency approach. The contingency approach in management emphasizes that there is no one size fits all solution to management. It suggests that the best course of action depends on the specific situation. Managers should adjust their strategies and leadership styles based on variables like organizational structure and everything. Okay, democratic approach. The democratic approach refers to a management style that encourages participation from employees in decision making. In this approach, managers seek input from their team members, valuing their opinions and fostering a collaborative work environment. It promotes shared responsibility, mutual trust. Employees are empowered to contribute to decisions affecting their work system. The socio-techno the socio-technical system approach focuses on interdependence between social and technical factors in an organization. It suggests that organizations should not only focus on improving technical systems, but also consider the social aspects like employee relationship and job design. The goal is to achieve a balance that embraces both productivity. Yeah. The socio-technical system approach focuses on related metrics. Yeah, this seems right, and we can explain the interactional approach. Going to next question. Which one of the following employee behavior is not true in case of high stress level? Which one of the following employee behavior is not true in case of high stress levels? So, which one of the following employee behavior is not true in case of high stress levels? Careless mistake, yes. Nervousness, yes. Slow and bad judgmental ability. It either is D or A and C, because anxiety seems a little low for high stress level. High stress level is more severe than anxiety. In high stress levels, cortisol is released. It impairs your judgment ability. So low judgment will be there, nervousness will be there. I will go with A. Let us see. Sixth answer is B. Careless mistakes. I highly doubt. Let us see. We won't make careless mistake. How is that? See, it is giving low judgment. Let us check the internet for once. Careless mistakes. Yeah, the paper is correct, but let us see why ChatGPT is saying careless mistakes. So this is a tricky question. You cannot go with a good answer. So we can. I'm trying to think how can we justify careless mistake. I don't see you can give a good enough response for any of the ones. This is very subjective. Objectivity is hard to find here. The objectivity can be established with respect to option for low and bad judgmental ability. You are highly stressed, your brain will release cortisol, which will hinder the process of making good decisions, good judgments. Anxiety, nervousness is true. You might have careless mistakes also, but careless mistakes they won't. They are portraying it as if you can make careless mistake in high stress situation, but you can also make careless mistakes otherwise when not in high stress situation. So that is why I believe that is why the answer given in the sheet is B. That it is although it is related to high stress levels, but it is not uh, the it can be an effect of many other criteria, not only of high stress level or something like that. So this is a trick question. We'll write the answer. Anxiety, careless mistake, nervousness, slow and bad. I will go with anxiety. Although I know it is very wrong, either B or D, but still. Trick question. See, if we want to pass, we need to get a minimum bar of 60% of the questions right. Out of the 100, we need 60 right. Even if you let go 5 trick questions or 10 trick questions, that's fine. If we get more than the majority to be right. So next. Personal requirements, job context. Work activities. Oh, Information regarding personal job demands. Human expenditure involved in work such as energy. Information regarding personal job demands. Job analysis falls in which of the following: work activities, worker-oriented activities, personal requirements, personal requirements, or job context. Work activities doesn't seem like a valid term. Okay, work activities. Work and activities are the same. Work means the things you want to do. Activities means the activity, the action you are doing. Work also means the action that you are to perform. Work activities doesn't seem. Information regarding personal job demands. Worker oriented activities, true, but these are not like for worker oriented activities. I believe there has to be an action which is directed towards the worker. Externally, there is an activity that is directed towards the worker. So worker oriented activities, like a worker is working. So let's say worker oriented activities is they give a workshop on how to improve productivity. That is worker oriented activities. And next is personal requirements. Personal requirements, it is regarding work. So it is not, the question being asked is about the work. It cannot be a personal requirement. It is something which deals with the nature of the job. It's not something like if I work, it will be energy expenditure. It will take my energy. But if someone other works, other person works, his energy will not be, spent. It is nothing personal related to me. It is related to the job. So I believe it will be job context. Seems appropriate word. I've heard it before. It resonates with me. So yeah, I would go for 4. Let us see. Seventh. Seventh answer is B. Worker oriented activities. Let us see. Okay, so job context is the environment or setting in which the job is performed. This refers to the duty that was job focusing on actual activity. Let us see. Hmm. So yeah, let us see how much time has passed. We have been streaming for 1 hour. It seems right now we are stuck at the questions because back to back two questions. I don't think so. We need more relevant information. So we'll stop the stream here. We'll continue later to see what is the correct answer. We'll try to search online and ChatGPT to find relevant sources. See, that is the issue for some of the questions. If they are asked and they are asked from a specific book and the uh, theory is updated over the years and it is more relevant but the theory has changed, then it becomes difficult to find the correct answers because then you find conflicting answers on the internet and everywhere. Also, it is sometimes very difficult to find even the theory because it is from a specific book which has been updated and the concepts have been updated. So yeah. Yeah, it's good we were able to find questions of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 5 questions, although it took us approximately 1 hour to find the answer, but we now have better understanding of the 5 questions. We were able, when we solved this paper, we were able to get only 40 questions correct. And from this first page, let us check. We would have gotten 2, so we have got 3 more answers correct from the first page. So it would mean an increase, 3% increase. Instead of 41, we would have received 44. So yeah, we'll continue it next time. Um, and yeah, you can tune into the study sessions as and when you will. Let's see. Bye bye.